What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Today we are test driving a 2023 Toyota Corolla Cross. This is a front-wheel drive model. It's not a hybrid. It's a standard Corolla Cross. Not standard, it's an XLE. 2-liter engine, CVT, IS transmission, LMNOP. And this car, well, it's a Toyota. It is a Toyota. And what I mean by that is it's well engineered. It's well made. It just got passed by a Mazda. It's kind of boring to look at. It's kind of boring to drive. There's nothing offensive about it. I find the looks to be sort of just meh on this car. It's not a bad looking car, but there's nothing to really help it stand out in its class. The driving is not bad at all. The engine feels faster than the numbers on paper would indicate, but not that much faster. But there's no room to complain about the performance. The performance is fine as far as acceleration is concerned. For a 4-cylinder Toyota engine, it is relatively refined. It's a little bit smoother and a little bit quieter than the other Toyotas that I have driven. You get a little bit more wind noise than some of the competitors. This is 65 miles an hour about. And I'm definitely getting some wind noise in here. But it's a practical car. The size on this particular model is good. Toyota's first sort of cute ute subcompact crossover thing was, what did they call that thing? It had some Honda-esque name. I can't even barely remember it now. But that car was weird. It was hard to see out of. It was a little bit more distinctive looking, but I don't think it was very good looking. And the Corolla Cross has fixed those problems. CHR, it was a Toyota CHR. And I don't think the world mourns the loss of the Toyota CHR. The Corolla Cross is a better car overall. It's got pretty good size for the class. It's got rear air vents, which is nice. This XLE model has some halfway decent fake leather seats. And the ride is smooth-ish. It handles okay. The steering, of course, is as numb as it can be, but that's kind of par for the course with most modern cars. But it is accurate. You know, the ride could be smoother on this thing, I gotta say. This is a road I use to test a lot of cars, and it's not uncomfortable, but I can certainly feel every imperfection in the road surface. And even though the handling is certainly acceptable on this car, I don't think this is a good balance. Because for the ride to be as busy as it is, I should have a little bit sharper handling, is my opinion. And again, not to say that this is a bad car, just to say that maybe I feel like it should be better. That's what I'm saying. It is relatively comfortable. I like the driver's seat. I have a 10-way power driver's seat with lumbar support in this XLE model. That's appreciated. Yeah, no, it's a Toyota. in Toyota's mainstream products, they really don't focus on the driving experience. They're just like, yeah, don't worry, it's reliable, it's fuel efficient. That's all you need. Uh-oh. We're gonna do some weird stuff right here. This guy's gonna be like, what are you doing? There's the CVT-IS. As far as a 4-cylinder engine in a Toyota goes, I like this one actually. It's a little coarse. It's not as nice as a Honda 4-cylinder, or even a Nissan 4-cylinder for that matter, as far as the way that it revs and the way that it sounds, but it's better than the other Toyota 4-cylinders that I've driven recently, I think, so that's good. That's a plus. And the acceleration is there and the fuel economy is there. But if you want to compare it to its rivals, the Honda HR-V is, just take that one off the table. I would rather have a Corolla Cross than an HR-V. That car's stupid. But this does not ride as smoothly as a 2023 Subaru Crosstrek. And I think the Crosstrek's also a little bit more distinctive looking from the outside. And in a pinch, the Crosstrek might also handle better. The Mazda CX-30 definitely handles better. There's no question about that. That is a car that would probably be my choice in the class just based on the way it drives and the way it looks. I think it's the prettiest of all of these small, cute utes. Its biggest problem is that it is small. It's got the least amount of passenger space and cargo space of any of these that I've driven, which doesn't really bother me so much because I don't really care about such things. But from a practicality perspective, the Mazda definitely is pretty much the bottom of the barrel. The Toyota scores quite well in those categories. This car actually has rear air vents, which kind of surprised me because it's a relatively small car, but it is a nice touch. Makes it a little bit more family friendly if you can have your kids in the back. And now we're behind some cars. I can probably pass them later on, but I don't really care if I do, 'cause I'm in a Toyota Corolla Cross, and this car doesn't really like to be pushed all that hard. It's happy just to cruise along. It's a Toyota. It will last forever and have good resale value. But your neighbors will never be jealous of you because you've got a Toyota Corolla, even though it's kind of an SUV thing and they call it a Cross. Cross means like upset in British vernacular. I'll bet they don't call this a Corolla Cross in England. Oi, mate. That's more of an Australian accent. How can I do an English accent? Have to imitate Clarkson or something. That Corolla's making me cross. That was horrible. The good news is probably nobody's going to watch this part of the video. If you got to this part, put a comment in the comments that just says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Toyota Corolla. Here, we'll give it, let's see if we can keep up with the, oh, feel the power. Yeah, it does keep up with traffic. That is like kind of an interesting thing. This car's faster than you might think it would be. Not by a lot, but it's surprised me a little bit with how quick it is. It's just a 2-liter 4-cylinder, but it is pretty quick for what it is. and it gets better mileage than the EPA, according to my fuel economy test, so that's good too. And other than that, that's pretty much all I have to say. Toyota Corolla Cross, if you're looking for the best driving tiny SUV, this probably isn't it. If you're strictly looking for practicality and reliability, well, this might be. So that's my opinion. I appreciate you watching my video. Please like the video, subscribe to my channel, leave me a comment that says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and have a great day. Bye-bye.